Good morning, Vaibhav. Good morning, Ajinkya. Okay, I think we should start. Let's begin. Jaydeep, I guess you must have written good morning, sir. But I'm not able to see it because it is only in the boxes. But still, I presume that you said you have written good morning, sir. Good morning to you. Yes. See, already we have. Uh, I hope I'm audible. So already we have gone through armed forces and we have considered different aspects. No doubt, there is one technical point left back, that is in the form of the you can say that is in the form of commands, and then how that command is subsequently divided into small and small and smaller and smaller and then smallest uh, sections or groups, and that is really important to understand these things as well, because that will give you the requirement of different personnel at different levels, and how the hierarchy of these uh, personals, I can say the officials, right? Or you can consider the officers, uh, then the junior commission officers or non-commission officers, right? So altogether, right from the Sipai to the apex administrator called general, as far as army is concerned, and likewise in navy as well as in the air force. Uh, but at least now you have an idea that these armed forces are what exactly. So next question comes in that how you will enter into these armed forces, right? Though here you see the defense training institutes, but it is more or less the, let's say, institutes to enter into army, or let's say one of the armed forces, basically. Though there are special training institutes for each of these, but still there are so many common institutes where you can enter, and then subsequently you will be placed in one of these three armed forces. There will be different criteria. Depending on that, you will be placed into one of these three armed forces, right? Apart from their individual and separate academies, such as IMA at Dehradun, and let's say IFA at uh, Dundigal, that is at Hyderabad, and INA, right? That is what Indian Naval Academy, right? So these are the three different uh, separate institutes of producing the officers, particularly called commissioned officers of each of these three armed forces respectively. But there are some institutes where, as I said, you can enter and it will give you the common training. So what can be these different institutes? So there can be, let's say, RIMC, then there can be ACC, then can be there can be NGA, then there can be NDC, there can be OTA, right? OTA at 10+2, OTA after graduation, right? Purposefully I'm saying you only these short terms, because each and every you are going to see. Then CDM. So these are the different institutes which you can consider. So let's go to very first one. So Defense Training Institute. So very first one you can have here. So it is nothing but RIMC is nothing but Rashtriya Indian Military College, which is at Dehradun. Fine. So now if you consider the okay. So if you consider RIMC, then you will be finding out some of the interesting facts about this particular institute. Right. So it is a military school for boys, right? So only for uh, gentlemen cadets. It is the military school which is at Dehradun, and it has proven the feeder institution for National Defense Academy, Indian Naval Academy, and subsequently to other Indian armed forces. So what is this? It is nothing but the feeder institution. What is in by feeder institution? So whenever a candidate enter to this particular place or to this particular college, basically which is nothing but the uh, military school, right? So just a minute. Okay, I was talking about the feeder institute. So what we should understand by this, which is called feeder institute. So here you will be entering to this particular school, which is basically a military school. In fact, it has proven to be the feeder institution. Why I'm calling this as feeder institution, that you will understand, right? So if you basically see this particular institute, then uh, you will have uh, the notable alumni of this particular institute, right? Those who have hold the highest ranks or the positions in army, navy, as well as air force, right? And yeah, you will not surprised if I say that the highest ranks or the posts of not only India but also Pakistan as well as Bangladesh have been placed by the alumni of this particular institute. Because earlier we were together. So very first batches, if you could see, before partition, right, or before the liberation of Bangladesh. So the people who got trained by this one, right, later on they have what you can consider, they have uh, they have acquired the highest ranks or the positions of these countries' armed forces. Fine, that is what you can consider. Now, in this particular institute, if I tell you, then it is an inter-service institute. So what do you understand by inter-service institute? Anybody? Inter-service institute? Abhishek, Jaideep, Kuntal, Ritesh, Shantanu, Ashutosh, Piyush, Shivam. Anybody? What do you understand by inter-service institute? Okay, I will wait for your responses, and eventually you will, I hope you will give the answers. But till then, I will tell you some other details. So very first point you can consider. So at what standard you can enter to this particular institute, right? Which is proven as a feeder to NDA, you can consider, or the Naval Academy. Now, whenever you will be in the 8th standard, right, very first entry you can consider in one of the uh, defense institutes, that is at 8th standard. So that means what? You should not less than 11 and a half years old, as well as you should not completed 13 years of your age. Keep in mind, right? So okay, some of you are giving the answers. I hope others will also reply. Anyway, so I was talking about in the 8th standard you can enter, and the age limit for that is not less than 11 and a half years, but also you should not completed 13 years of your age. And in a year, 2 times you can enter into these in this particular institute, that is in the January and June. So on the 1st June or 1st January, you should not completed 13 years, as well as you should not less than 11 and a half years. So if you are in between these two extreme limits of age, then you are eligible to enter into this particular institute, right? So that is what very first thing you will be considering. Now, obviously, there you will be learning as a cadet of 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, 11th, 12th, right? So you will be spending there around 5 years. Fine. So, in fact, now the time has gone for yourself, but probably if someone is looking for again next, uh, let's say, mm, next to you, then it might be helpful, and it is not that much difficult to enter into. Rather, it is very easy. Only thing is that we don't know about these particular institutes, right? And then how we can enter into, that is again uh, the question which has to be addressed. Yes, that's why I said it is military school, right? Though its name is called college, right? So you should not uh, consider. And okay, another logic I will tell you. So call age is means what? Always it is of teen. So after 11 and a half, you are approaching to 12. That is of teen, right? So that's what we can consider. But basically, though its name is college, but it is a military school. Fine. Okay. Now, so if you yes, another point, the exams, uh, exam certificates. That means of which board you will be treated. So CBSE is governing, or the exam certificates recognized by CBSE. So that is what you can consider. Another point is that here you will learn only science, right? Only science. So you will be considering the student of only science, right? That is what uh, of 10 plus 2, right? So no doubt, still you will be learning some of the subjects of social sciences. That is what you can consider. Now, basically, if you consider the success rate of entering to NDA among these among the candidates of this particular school, whatever may be number of students present in this school, or are getting training in this school, out of that number, more than 81% students or cadets go to NDA, right, from each and every course. You can just uh, consider the percentage. More than 81% is not a small number, rather very huge number you can consider by any of the institute of whose more than 81% students are or candidates are entering to NDA or armed forces. So you can just imagine that what sort of training RIMC must be giving, right? What I'm saying, at the same time, it is also taking care of your academics and giving the training to the candidates to enter to NDA or the let's say Naval Academy. Fine. So that is what you will be finding out. And now you can consider on the basis of this particular institute, later on, many of the states thought that why we should not have our own institute or training institute, so that every state thought that why we should not have any of the uh, training institutes, so that our percentage of our state entering to the NDA must be greater, and because of that you will come across SPIs, that is Service Preparatory Institutes. And now every state, almost every state is having such kinds of institutes. So as like SPI for Maharashtra, right, it is at Aurangabad, wherein, but that is after 10+2, wherein you get study for your 10+2 as well as you get training for NDA's exams preparation, right? Or how to enter. And again, if you consider the rate of entering to NDA to through these institutes is not that much as of RIMC. And I'm talking about every state. As I said, almost every state, right, is having this particular institute, right, which is getting prepared for NDA exams for 2 years. So that is what the first entry you can have at this level, that is after 10th. Fine. I hope some of you must have filled the forms of or must have given the exams of SPI this year, right? I think uh, before this lockdown, it was in the phase of interview, and uh, probably some of you might be there, right? Now, there are some other technical points that you can consider. So if you consider the administration of this particular institute, that is of administration of RIMC, so which is by the Ministry of Defense through a directorate of let's say General of Military Training, particularly under the Army. And it is the only institute, as I said, in the country where exams of 10th class as well as 12th class are conducted twice in a year, right? I think, and because of this, they have recorded themselves into the Limca Book of Record for conducting the exams of 10th standard for or twice in a year, right? So basically in the month of May, and second is in the month of November, the exams are being conducted. No doubt, nowadays in many states, the exams for 10th standard or 12th standard are being conducted twice, right? Even less than this time period, right? So that is what you can consider. But I'm talking about very from initiation of these particular exams. So if you consider the preparation of cadets for the UPSC examination to enter into NDA, right? So some of the social science subjects which are relevant, right, or necessary for this exam are also being taught, though it is only for science uh, stream, right? But as far as the NDS preparation is concerned, social sciences are also taught, right? So there are again, apart from academic training and this let's say training for UPSC examination to enter into NDA, there are again some of the extracurricular achievements, right, in the which are also given weightage, right, to the to these extracurricular activities, so that overall development of the students, overall development of the cadets will happen, and he will be in a position wherein he can enter into NDA, right? So that is what you will be uh, having in this particular case. But if you consider the uh, let's say admission process, right? So obviously there will be written examination to enter into this particular institute, and that written examination will consist of a paper containing three parts: English, mathematics, as well as general knowledge. So the candidates who will score at least 50% in each subject, right, they will be qualified, and then accordingly the merit list will be prepared. Fine. So the candidates who are shortlisted through written examination will be called for interview, and then you can have, after interview, you can have the medical test, and then altogether your uh, let's say merit list will be prepared, and you can enter into this particular school, right? That is what you will be uh, having as far as admission is concerned. Now in this case, the best part of this particular institute, I will just tell you in single line, and that will make you understand the um, let's say reason of the success. That is 2:12 ratio. So two teachers for 12 students, right? Two teachers for 12 students is the point you should understand, right? And that is what you can consider. Now if you see some of the alumni, right, so these are the alumni. No doubt after RIMC they must have taken their training at NDA or some other academy, right? As far as uh, Air Chief Marshal BS Dhanova is concerned, because this is very recent, right? So you can consider, right? KS Thimaya, uh, GG Beur, in fact, General GG Beur, General KS Thimaya, General VN Sharma, Air Chief Marshal NC Suri, General P. Uh, Padmanabhan, and Air Chief Marshal BS Dhanova. So these are the notable alumni of this particular institute. That means what you can consider in the 8th standard, these have entered into this particular institute, and then later on they have attained the highest positions in their respective armed forces, right? So you can consider these. So this is what the first institute you do have. Now, second one is the Army Cadet College, which is again at Dehradun. So next one is ACC. Okay, I will tell you answer of that particular question. I had asked that what is inter services, right? Inter service institute. No doubt, those who have given the answer, they have tried to a great extent. Inter services. My question was through the point of view of three forces of Indian armed forces, right? Whether it can be army, navy, or air force. That is what called inter services, right? Means what? The candidates who are entering into this particular institute, I'm talking about RIMC, the candidates entering into this institute can be served in either of these three uh, armed forces, right? And through that, through the point of the service in these three institutes, I said inter service you can consider, right? That's what the relevance of that particular point. Okay. Now, next one is Army Cadet College. It is also called as ACC. It is also called as ACC. Again, if you consider, it trains the soldiers from Army, Navy, and Air Force for commission uh, in the armed forces, right? So, if you consider this structure, which is identical with NDA in the training, but only thing is that you must be, right, you must be the soldier in either of armed forces, right? So that is what the basic requirement is, right? You must be soldier, right? You must have heard about JD, or you must have seen around you that after 10th class, many of the let's say what you can consider colleagues of yours enter into one of these three armed forces. So that means what? As a soldier, right? In fact, that is called JD, or you can simply call it as soldier or sepoy, or I will call it as non-commissioned officers, right? They are also called as officers, though basically they are called soldiers or sepoy, right? So that is what you will be having. So ACC is nothing but the Defense Service Training Institute, right, which is training the defense service personnel in the uh, in the uh, Indian Army. If you consider the Army Cadet College wing, which trains defense service personnel of Group C and Group D post, right, from the regular Army, Navy, as well as Air Force, for commissioning them as officers in Indian Army, right? And again, here, if you enter here, right, then you can enter only into you can enter as officer into Indian Army only, right? Not in Air Force or Navy. Fine. So that is what you can consider. बेसिकली त्यासाठी तुम्ही एक तर शिपाई असणं, सोल्जर असणं आवश्यक असतं. मग तुम्ही कुठल्याही फोर्सेस मध्ये, नेव्ही मध्ये, आर्मी मध्ये किंवा एअरफोर्स मध्ये तुम्ही कुठेही शिपाई असाल, तर जर तुम्हाला ऑफिसर व्हायचं असेल इन इंडियन आर्मी, देन यू कॅन एंटर इन टू दिस पर्टिक्युलर कॉलेज, राईट, कॉल्ड ACC, and then you can after getting the training, you can be placed as the say what you can say, commission officer, right? So, as I said, its nature is as like NDA, and it is nearly identical to NDA, right? So which is running 3 years degree course. Then if you uh, consider the added advantage of this particular ACC, right? So that brings to the army as officers is nothing but the deep understanding of the soldier life, as well as the consequent better appreciation of the tasking of the main. So how the deep understanding of the soldier life would be attained by this particular uh, people? So you can consider that those who are entering into this college, they themselves are soldiers. So they know everything about the basic life. Whenever these soldiers become officer, then they can think about each and every uh, individual's life, right? At uh, at the let's say very beginning, right? And because of that, currently त्यांनी स्वतः अनुभवलेलं आहे. So because of that, you can consider the better they will be having always a deep understanding, right, about the soldier life. Fine. So that is what you can consider. दुसऱ्या भाषेत त्याला आपण असं म्हणू की अगदी ग्रास रूट पासून वरच्या लेवल पर्यंत जाण्याची जी प्रोसेस आहे, that is what this particular ACC is, right? And because of that, we can consider the better or the deep understanding, right? So what could be the criteria about this one, right? That would be the point you will be always considering. Now, if you consider the entry criteria for ACC, right? So that the most officers would retire before ever becoming the chief of army staff, right? So as such, no one who had entered into this one has become the chief of army staff, because they are you can consider they are spending their initial time of service into any of the armed forces as a soldier. So many will get passed in that one. So obviously they got the less quantum of the services, though they become officer through this one. And because of that, probably they cannot be, at least till date, they haven't been at the any of the chief of army staffs, right? That is what you will be considered. No doubts, there are some of the exceptional officers, right, who have aspired the higher positions in the particular institute. That is what you will be considering in this one. So basically, हे करण्यासाठी एखाद्याला वाटलंच, right? And it depends on we enter very first. Harry Patil, will you please mute your mic? I don't know why this happens again and again. Anyway, I forgot what I wanted to tell you. Okay, let it be. Now, if I come across it, then I will tell you. And this is what the right. So this is what you are aspiring to enter, right? So National Defense Academy, called NDA, right? So I hope most of you must have known the facts about entering to this particular training institute, right? That is called NDA. Where it is? Anybody?
खडकवासला पुणे.
Exactly, that is at Pune, right? So you can consider this one, right? Now This is what the institute you do have, right? Or let's say that doesn't mean there is only this one, this much, only one building is, no doubt there are others, but you can consider the trademark identification. So this is trademark identification, and obviously this particular let's say logo is another trademark identification of it. That's what you do have, right? What is that I was talking? No doubt you can have some of the aerial views, right, wherein you can come across again some of the other constructional buildings of this one, right? Then uh, during the light and sound show how it appears. That is what you can see here, right? I'm just uh, taking you through the different aspects or the different approaches, right? So that you will feel that no, this is the ultimate place where I want to go, where I should be entered after 2 years, right? And obviously for that particular purpose, I will take any kind of efforts, right? So that kind of uh, inspiration probably you will get through these particular things. You will be starting predicting yourself that after 2 years where you will be. I will be in front of this particular institute on the very first day, then I will be residing in one of these hostels, then uh, I will be obviously taking uh, let's say all the meals in this particular very beautiful hall, right, which has a reputation of creating the officers of well repute, officers of very high rank, right, officers, those who have acquired the highest positions of the Indian Armed Forces. And one day I will be probably marching at all the front. That is what I will be leading from the front, right? In the presence of or in front of the Defense Minister of India, and obviously by the chief of the armed forces, right? And the contingent will be following you, right? Sometimes you will be thinking that I would be the part of this particular contingent. Someone will be thinking that I will be holding this particular flag. Someone will be thinking that I would be holding this sword, right? So these are the different approaches you might be start predicting about yourself, right? That is what you can consider. Someone will be thinking that no doubt I would be among the first 5 cadets who will be honored by the uh, defense minister, right, for the exceptional efforts you had put in the 3 years, right? And you will get honored by some of the prizes, right, or the recognitions, right? Different kinds of awards, the sword of honor, and likewise the best cadet of the year, and likewise, right? So that is what you can consider, right? Now obviously you can understand that it is a common training institute wherein you get the training of 2.5 years, right? No doubt in the last year you will be entering into different uh, institutes, right, for your specialized training of 1 year in Indian Army, 1 year at for Indian Navy, and uh, around 16 months for Indian Air Force, right? That to be at IMA, INA, and IFA, right? That is what you can consider. Just a minute. Okay, so It's a common training institute for giving training for 2.5 years. Right. So on passing out of this institute, you will be going to IMA, INA, or IFA, depending on your preference, as well as depending on your merit. Right. And obviously, you will be placed at Dehradun, you will be placed at Yazimala, you will be placed at Hyderabad, right? At three different uh, academies, right? So you will be called here as gentleman cadet for 2.5 years, right? Then, no doubt, subsequent trainings you will get that I said 1 year, and 1.5 year. This will provide you the professional training to develop personality, let's say, to cultivate new interest, right? And obviously there would be the so many extracurricular activities, right? Again, you should not wonder by hearing how many extracurricular activities are there in the NDA. Anybody, can you predict how many number of extracurricular activities you can have? As like in your school, you might be having extracurricular activities in the form of kho, cricket, kabaddi, right? Uh, let's say, and so many other different sports. So as like that, how many total co-curricular activities you might be coming across in NGA? Anybody? So there are more than, okay, someone has, okay, 50. That's well try. Right. So more than 31, right? To be precise, more than 31 extracurricular activities are there, which are being conducted at NDA. That means what? While getting professional training, you have to be always part of, let's say, some of these extracurricular activities as well, right? And this is compulsion. Only thing is that you will be having a choice. You will be having a choice, and depending on that, you will be considering it. So their motto is Seva Paramo Dharma. Right. That is what the service before self. That is what you will be considering. Now it is always being led by the commandant, right? The officer who is leading this institute is called commandant, and it is always of rank of lieutenant general. Lieutenant general, the second highest rank of the army, right? That doesn't mean that every time it will be lieutenant general. It can be equivalent from Navy or Indian Air Force as well, right? So it is not a compulsion that every time you will be having a commandant from army only. So it can be of either of these three forces, right? Only thing is that why I'm saying rank, because it is fixed, and that has to be equivalent, right? For example, if the person comes from Air Force, so he will be let's say Air Marshal, right? If he comes from Navy, he will be Vice Admiral. So these ranks will be always leading this particular institute in the form of commandant. Huge area, more than 7,000 acres area is being or over that area, this particular institute is has been spread, right? So if you consider in the kilometers, so around 30 kilometers square, right? 30 kilometers square, you will be having this particular area. So huge place. Now, obviously, there had been the alumni of this particular institute who got awarded Paramveer Chakra. So as far as the Paramveer Chakra awardees are concerned, there are 3 alumni which have been awarded Paramveer Chakra. Right. So see, at this moment I'm assuming that you have already gone through the qualifications, or let's say eligibility criteria. Because of that, I'm not emphasizing that particular point, right? But some of the other things that you should know at this moment, for that purpose, I'm taking you through these things, right? So my purpose is to provide some sort of inspiration, right, through different representations, so that you can always starting building your dreams, what you wanted to be, where you wanted to be, right? How and then for achieving that, how you should prepare, right? So I wanted you to think on that particular point as well. So that is what you will be considering. Just a minute and then we will stop. I will just tell you about this particular. Okay, anyway, I can stop here. We will continue because वैसे भी मैं कंटिन्यू भी करना चाहता हूँ तो पूरा हो नहीं पाएगा. So we will stop here. Okay, anything which you would like to ask, if you want, you can. But don't ask the questions which I haven't gone through. Right? Whatever I have gone through, only on that particular topic you can ask.
बिग बँग मला माहिती ना येडे काय
Okay, if nothing is there, and then I will stop here. Yes, Shantanu, I'm going to share these PPTs. Okay. No, I cannot share you as an individual. I will be sharing it to Rishikesh. So probably he will send it to you. Okay, thank you everyone. $450.